That's a trumpet.
Really rude.
Yeah. It is rude.
I don't know why it does that.
What if, if your computer turned into a person right now, what would you do to it?
If it turned into a person right now, I'd probably give it a hug and tell it it's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
That's really nice.
Yeah,
now,
I really love
what if your computer turned into, say, a 3-headed chihuahua?
I would probably disown it.
Wow. Okay. What about a 2-headed chihuahua?
I'd still disown it.
Ooh. What about a 1-headed chihuahua?
I still disown it. I don't like chihuahuas.
What about a decapitated chihuahua?
No, okay. Until there's the
No one's gonna hurt my little decapitated chihuahua.
Because I already did it.
What is it? Let's get deep into what is your hatred with chihuahuas?
They're loud and annoying, and they act like they just rule the world when they're only like 8 inches.
I mean, 8 inches is a lot, you know.
I mean, Otis is smaller than that, and he's a pretty chill dude. But chihuahuas have no chill whatsoever.
So, do you want, for Cheesy's song for his episode, I don't know if you listened to it yet.
I did not.
Okay. Well, I pre-recorded the music and stuff for the intro of his show, but I wanted the question to you if you wanted to do something for yours, or if you want to leave it to my really dumb mind.
I will leave it to your dumb and chaotic mind.
Okay, cool. Yep, I'll figure something out to do, and I will record that and then edit it all together. It'll be fantastic, and you won't know till the episode goes out. How's that sound?
Yeah, I'll get a nice surprise. It'll be great.
Well, I don't know if it'll be a nice surprise, but it'll be a surprise.
Well, you know me. Any surprise is a good surprise.
Really?
Unless it's a chihuahua.
Oh. Danny, abort. No. Yeah. Operation Surprise with the Chihuahua is a no-go. Yeah. No, leave the porch. Now run.
Really?
Sorry. I think I was muted for all that, so you didn't hear anything, which is good.
Yeah, I heard absolutely nothing.
Good. Yeah, I was just talking to my friend Igor. He has a poodle fluffing company on the East Coast. He just had some questions about.
Oh, man. Do you know what's worse than chihuahuas?
What?
Poodles. Poodles are the worst.
No. Abort the poodle. No, not the pregnant poodle. No, like abort the gift. The gift of the... No. Oh. Yeah, that got weird real fast.
I mean, you can abort the pregnant poodle, too. That's one less poodle for the world to deal with.
Woof. That's the thing that happened. It's, sheep. I mean, that poor poodle fell down the stairs. What are you going to do?
Yep.
Yeah. That's, I think that's going to stay in, and that's going to be like the darkest intro that we'll ever have.
It's aborting puppies. Hatred of chihuahuas and poodles.
No, not just hatred, but like going as far as to abort a poodle. I think that's pretty far in there.
Well, if that's staying, I gotta clarify that this is a joke. This is a bit. Don't cancel me.
Which takes us to actually our first sponsor ever for the podcast. I got an email the other day. I'll just go ahead and read it. I was going to send it to you because it's exciting, but I'll go ahead and read it.
All right.
Our first sponsor of the show is Baby Seal Socks. All right. Go ahead and kick around or club your way through with these Baby Seal Socks. Made from absolutely, definitely fresh baby seals. Use code EFG for 3.5% off your order, up to $700. So, yeah, go ahead, folks, and kick and club your way through Baby Seal Socks.
I mean, 3.5% and that's up to like what you said, $700 off. That makes sense because those are baby seals we're talking about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Baby seals don't come cheap.
They were baby seals, you know?
Yeah, now they're dead baby seals.
And they're really comfy, folks. Listen, they sent me a pair of these for free to test out. I got to say, the slide factor is immaculate. Just their skin, you know what I mean? But it's, you know, it's got this great texture inside. It kind of sounds squishy when you walk, but it stays dry. It's kind of cool. It's kind of a fun gag gift, but it's still very warm, obviously, you know, and water resistant, very water resistant.
I mean, I would take some of those. I love sliding in the kitchen on that tile.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I think it would just be incredible.
Yeah, a little risky business Tom Cruise action and slide way across the whole house.
Man, sign me up, man. I want this now.
Yeah, no worries. There is a slight disclaimer, though. Be careful wearing these to the zoo if you're interested in looking at the penguins. They didn't have anything after that. But, I don't know, something to think about.
Duly noted.
Good, excellent. I'd hate for anything to happen to people at any of their local zoos while wearing these beautiful socks that they got $700 worth off.
Yeah. I mean, what a steal. $700 off.
Well, it's up to $700. So it's three. I don't want there to be confusion here, obviously. So it's 3.75% off your order, up to $700 in savings. So I think you'd have to spend like $4.2 million. I think is how that math adds out.
I'm not really good at math, so I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. I have a guy crunching the numbers right now. 42, 43, 50 crunches. That's his new record.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would have stopped at 42. You know, that is the answer to the question.
Let's be real. I think me and you would both stop at 4.
Yeah, probably.
And pass out. And wake up weeping.
But at least I would have baby seal socks.
That's true. Listen, folks, and you need a partner to hold you down while you're doing these crunches with baby seal socks. Your feet are going to slide away quickly.
Gosh, I'm laughing over here. The mic stopped picking it up.
It did. I know. I was like, well, it's an awkward pause, and I heard your laughter come in, and I was like, there it is.
It's like sometimes it picks up my laugh, and sometimes it doesn't.
Oh, and so I love that.
When we were doing that shoutcast, there was like these pauses, and
yes.
you're like doing these dramatic movements, and I'm literally over here just dying laughing, and the mic wasn't picking it up at all.
There is definitely no. It's great because obviously I can't see that. There's a few times I'd make a joke or something. I'd be like, "Oh boy, that did not land well," and then it was like 30 seconds later, your tears came in, and I was like, "Oh, all right, no, it did hit. It did hit. We're good.
Yeah, it's just Discord doesn't make every sound come through.
Yeah, it's like I was playing Warzone the other night, and I was screaming, which is obviously new for me. On you know, I never scream while playing shooters.
No,
but it was like an excited, terrified someone's here scream, but it like cut half of it out. So it was like you heard me like take the breath and go, ugh.
Oh my gosh.
It's pretty. I didn't know it did that, but one of my other friends was recording and posted the video, and I was like, oh, hey, my voice is gone there.
You need to send that to me. I need to witness this myself.
It's pretty great. I'll find it. Oh, man. But hey, everybody. Get on in here. It's episode 4 of the podcast, a community-driven podcast here by me, Mr. ElmmerFudd Games. How you doing, everybody? Thank you again for tuning in, for all the glorious feedback, the lovey-dovey DMs, the handwritten sticky notes that you've plastered to my locker at work. I don't know how you got in there. You have to have a key card and a code to even get in. So I don't know how you guys pulled it off.
There's a will, there's a way, man.
And maybe it is Will. Maybe it is the third Will. Maybe he's the one doing that.
Yeah.
He would be a Will for that way. Huh.
Does he know the way?
I mean, he's following me, brother. That's all I got to say. But yeah, folks, joining me tonight for the episode, the second guest ever on the podcast. It's my little sister standing upon the precipice of her own glory in here, the world of content creation, inspiring those around her, uplifting those that support her, and burrowing down the haters. It's Bluelazor.
And just to clarify, I'm not standing. I'm sitting on a comfy chair right now.
So I just assumed because you were so short that you were standing on it.
Oh, dare you, sir? I'm not that short.
You're like tiny. You're like I don't know. I want to make socks out of you. You're like the size of a baby seal.
I am not the size of a baby seal. How dare you?
All right, maybe an adolescent an adolescent seal.
An adolescent baby seal. You almost said that.
Almost an adolescent baby seal. Listen, a preteen seal. Could you imagine a preteen seal recording any music though? Baby,
oh no.
Yeah. Huh.
I mean, the way music is going these days, so they would probably make millions.
Absolutely. A question for you, though. Random side tangent here. It's been brought up many times in the community how we all wish that Sean Connery had, recorded the world's greatest hits before he passed away. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I think that would have been incredible. Definitely should have.
What song would have been at the highest of your list?
Well, for Sean Connery to sing?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I've never thought about this.
What? This is my Roman Empire. That's all I think about.
That's all you think about?
That's all I think about.
Okay. Oh, wow. I think about Greek mythology.
That's a great thought.
Thank you. I mean, it's close to the Roman Empire, but not quite there.
Yeah, neighbors, it's just Italy apart.
Yeah. As for a song, though, maybe Dream a Little Dream of Me?
Dream a Little Dream of Me. Sean.
Yeah.
Are there a lot of S's in that song? Star shining. Oh, yeah, you're right. Right.
Yeah, there are some S's in there.
Star whispering.
Don't sing it too much. You'll get DMCA'd.
Oh, well, just wait till you listen to the intro for Cheesy. You'll understand. I think it, mine absolutely, it's always with the real Slim Shady, Please Stand Up.
Oh, that would be a good one.
I'm Slim Shady, yes, I'm the real Shady. All you other Slim Shadys are just imitating. So want the real Slim Shady, please stand up. Please stand up. Please stand up.
Well, we have a brother that's really good at impersonations.
Incredible at them.
So he could probably do it.
Okay, yeah, I'll send. We'll have to connect with Clay and see if he could do an entire recording of all the greatest hits of the world as Sean Connery. I think he'd go for it.
He absolutely would.
All right, folks, look for a special episode that will be taken down almost immediately of all the world's greatest hits sung by Sean Connery.
But for a brief moment in YouTube's history, it will be trending.
It'll be glorious, yes. Uptown Funk You Up. Uptown Funk You Up. Oh, well, how's your day-to-day been?
My day is good. I had today off, so I kind of just relaxed, sat at my computer.
Love that.
Playing video games. Because my legs are still upset at me for crashing on Monday.
Yeah, what? I didn't hear about this crash. What happened?
So I don't know if your wifey told you, but I found Izzy's Kindle in my room.
I did hear about this, yes.
Yeah. So she was like, hey, if you can get to my parents before Tuesday, that would be amazing. And I was like, okay. So on Monday, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna take my bike over and just drop it off. Because I'm like, even if they're not home, I should probably still be able to drop it off just fine. Because it's just how they roll. And I thought it would, the roads were dry by that point, so I thought I would be okay. But I did not take into consideration that there were stretches I would have to be on the sidewalk, and not everyone clears their sidewalks after snowstorms. So there was this stretch that it was snow, and there was packed ice underneath from people walking over it. And my bike caught some of the ice just right, and I just flew into a snow mound.
Well, at least it was a snow mound. Did it have a magic hat on it?
No, it did not. It just had cement underneath it. It wasn't that exciting.
Equally as soft in my professional opinion. Yeah. Snow and cement, they're hand in hand.
Yeah, so it's like I was supposed to work a truck at work last night, and I called out because my body was in so much pain that I couldn't even get out of bed.
Oh my gosh, are you taking anything? Have you gone to see anybody? Or are you just being a boss about it?
I'm just being a boss about it, you know? I got my Deep Blue from doTERRA, and that's been helping a lot.
I love Deep Blue.
And I just sleep. And today I'm doing a lot better. My legs are just a little sore, but it's not too bad.
I'm glad to hear that.
But other than that, I'm fine.
Sleep cures all. Sleep and hydrating. My kids get really tired of me constantly. Like every time they complain about something, my first go-to is always like, well, did you drink water today? They're so like, well, let's get you to bed early and make sure you drink a ton of water tomorrow and you'll feel better. But it's like 9 out of 10 times they do that and they're like, I feel great. It's like, yeah, you're just dehydrated or tired and the body just heals beautifully in sleeping. It's great.
Oh, yeah. I annoy Clay sometimes because he'll complain about like his latest migraine. I'm like, well, how much water have you been drinking? Are you sleeping?
Yep.
And he's like,
Stop trying to help me with basic facts. God. Tell him to put his, I just saw a thing the other day with people with migraines that apparently someone figured out if you just put your feet in really warm water, it clears it. Or like hot water.
Does his showers count? Because it turns him into a lobster.
No, showers don't count. No, sadly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's him trying to boil himself alive, and that doesn't really have a healing factor unless you're Deadpool.
Okay.
Or Wolverine, I guess.
I'll try that. Because, yeah, I have, like, the eyeology thing that, like, massages your eyes. And it's he uses that, and that helps. And then he has this thing that, like, clamps into your thumb crotch.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know
and
exactly
apparently, like, squeezing there, like, putting pressure there relieves the pressure in your head.
Interesting. Like a nerve lump right there or something?
Yeah, so it's like he has that, and he uses my eyeology.
Huh. Has he tried maybe getting some sun in his life?
Well, no.
Yeah. He's dehydrated. And he's never outside. I think those could be two big culprits.
Possibly.
Yeah. I'm going to text him real quick. Dear Clay, you make me vomit. You are the scum between my toes. Oh, wait, that was the Dear Darla letter from Little Rascals.
Yep.
Yeah.
You made it like 3 words in, and I knew exactly where you're going.
Dear Clay, go touch some grass, nerd. Send.
Perfect.
All right, I think we're set. Of course, it's going to go outside and touch grass. It's going to be cloudy. It defeats the whole purpose.
Yeah, and the sun's down, so it's dark out.
Yeah, that's a really good point. yeah, that kind of makes it hard to see in the sunlight when the sun's down, huh?
Yeah.
Well, if he gets in a plane right now, and takes a little flight, then he can be in the sunshine before he gets back to you guys.
There we go. Perfect.
Yeah. Do you think we could strap him to the roof of a car, and if we drive fast enough, just with the sun setting, he'd just stay in the sunlight the whole way around?
I mean,
could we
would
outdrive
be breaking
the sunset?
Speed laws, but we could try.
Yeah, but what are speed laws when it's your brother's health?
They're irrelevant. Let's go.
Amen. Yeah, come on. These speed laws are baby seals. Let's go.
We'll put them in the back of your truck, and we'll have a road trip.
I like this idea a lot, actually. Even better because he'll be in the back where we can't hear him, and me and you can just have the time of our life up front. And he's just back there screaming and getting horribly sunburnt because he never sees the sun. And we have no idea because, the sound, my truck's pretty soundproofed. We'll have music blaring. We'll be karaokeing,
Oh, I love karaoke with you.
Oh, it's the best. What's your favorite karaoke song?
Oh, There's so many. Ooh, that is a very good question. What is your karaoke song?
My karaoke song is I gotta figure out who it's from again. It's the Champs, the song Tequila. Yeah, because they say the word tequila 3 times in the whole song, and it's every 45 seconds.
Perfect.
So it's just 45 seconds of you staring into the audience. You got to hold eye contact and just slowly dance back and forth, wait for it to come, and then miss it by a beat. So it hits, and then after you go, oh, tequila. It's the best.
Perfect. That is so you. That is you to a T.
Thanks.
Pun intended.
T for tequila.
Mine would probably be Never Gonna Give You Up, just because everyone groans within the first 5 seconds.
Yeah. We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's a good one. The kids are obsessed with that song right now.
Oh, are you getting
It's a generational
all the time?
meme. I am getting rickrolled all the time. But no, it's a generational meme. There's a few that survive the test of time. There's definitely been memes that are like we quoted all the time that I'm like, I throw it out there and everyone's like, what the hell are you talking about? And I'm like, oh, okay. And there's some of them that are just like, it just hits generation to generation. It's fantastic.
And the Rickroll is, I think it'll be here forever.
Well, I think it helps that he's completely embraced it as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he'll come out and do it, and like he's re-recorded versions of it for different people for their purpose of Rickrolling, and like, I mean, it's the guy that figured. He's like, hey, this is a big moment for me. I'm going to grab hold of this.
Yeah, and just have fun with it.
I mean, when did Rickrolling start? When were we starting to get Rickroll? I feel like I was in high school.
Yeah, it was like very early on into the days of the internet.
Okay, there's got to be a history book.
Like early YouTube days. There is a website that documents the history of memes.
The practice of Rickrolling started in 2007 on the image board 4chan.
Oh.
The first ever Rickroll involved a link promising to be a trailer for the game Grand Theft Auto 5 that instead directed, or Grand Theft Auto 4, that instead directed excited gamers to the Never Gonna Give You Up music video. 2007.
So YouTube was, what was it, like 2 years old at that point?
I think so. YouTube, YouTube ... How old? 2005. So yeah, good, nicely done. 2 years old at that point.
Thank you. A lot of things a lot of good things happened in 2005. You had YouTube. You had the revival of Doctor Who.
That's true. That was 2005.
Yeah, that was 2005 as well. I believe Supernatural started in 2005. I think. Or there was another big show that started in 2005.
The Sudanese government and Southern rebels signed a peace agreement to end a 20-year civil war that year, too. That was pretty good.
Oh, yeah, that was also a pretty big one.
Yeah. London was hit by an Islamic terrorist bombing that killed 52 people and wounded 700.
That was a bummer.
Yeah, that was a bummer.
That was not a good thing that happened
great,
in 2005.
Oof.
But, YouTube started that
YouTube
year.
did start. And let's not even get started on the 7.6 earthquake centered in the Pakistani-controlled part of Kashmir region, killing more than 80,000 and leaving an estimated 4 million homeless in October. 2005 was a great year.
It was a fantastic
year.
You had the good, the bad, and the ugly.
And the ugly, folks. Don't forget your baby seal socks, all right? I just want to really push it out there. We're very excited for this.
I mean, I'm going to get some when this is over, man.
Excellent. Yeah, I'll send you the link.
Perfect.
And the FBI will be at your house shortly after that.
Oh, beautiful. I won't have to go to work tomorrow.
You're right. Oh, the things I would do to get out of work. Let's jump over here. We got some questions from the Discord. Do you want to jump into these?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Well, we're not.
Okay.
We're not doing that because we haven't figured out anything about you yet, Bluelazor. All right?
I thought that was the point of the questions.
You're right. But no, okay?
Oh, okay.
We're going to start with some basic interview-ask questions, okay? And then move over into the Discord questions, okay? Okay?
How about I just hang up on you and you
No!
listen to the ringtone again?
No.
God, it'll be fun.
Yeah. So, I mean, from the basics here, right? I mean, you create YouTube content, you stream and whatnot, video game stuff. Where did gaming begin for you?
Probably the same as you. I have been playing video games for basically as long as I can remember.
It's really
many
sad.
of my fondest memories was family events of playing Lion King on the Sega Genesis.
Which
And all
our
of us-
father is the only one who's ever beaten it that I'm aware of.
Yeah, he's the only one who's beaten it. And we had that, and I remember us playing Super Mario together.
Yes, very much so. Were you around
And-
when we rented this is back in the day, we rented a Nintendo 64 from Blockbuster? That's an old sentence.
That is an old sentence. Was that the one that you guys played that Batman game on? Where you guys ended up just playing the clowns and just doing sketches with them?
Yeah, no, I think that was on the Nintendo Entertainment System. There was a Batman game on that we bought. And it was back in the day when they thought it was awesome to have like live action characters be in their in all the games. So it's like that, like 4 pictures in a pose going back and forth to make like the animations. Do you remember all those? Yeah.
Yeah, and it was so janky.
So awful. But yeah, so it was a Batman and Robin game like that. And we wound up just like, they had like a create your own something or other level. And so, we just, like you said, just had clowns beating the crap out of each other as weird live action puppets.
And then you guys started doing like the squat animation in time with each other and just singing songs.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I remember that.
Oh, man. Yeah, big gaming household. I remember one time Mom was, this is in the Blue House. Mom was playing, what was it? Not Dark Forces. What was that? The other Star Wars game she really loved to play. Oh my gosh.
The one with the Millennium Falcon level?
The Millennium Falcon
that she was
level.
so proud because she was one of the few people that could actually beat that level.
Oh, LucasArts, Star Wars games. I gotta find it. I feel so dumb for not remembering what this game is called. Rogue Squadron. That's what it was. Rogue Squadron. Yeah. So she was playing Rogue Squadron and actually legitimately had the joystick and everything. And it was like me and Clay were in the backyard because you were tiny. And we were like, what's for lunch? And she was doing the Millennium Falcon level. And she's like, not now, I'm busy. So we had to go just run around and play more while she figured out how to beat this level.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic.
That's our mother.
So what was, we had the, family game nights and, me and Clay had gotten into some different games and stuff. But like, what was the big genre for you that first like really clicked that you're like, oh, I want to do my own thing in gaming and not just the Crash Bandicoot racing as a family and stuff?
I don't think it was a particular genre, but a specific franchise. Which I know you're bringing this up as interview when you already know the answer. It's Kingdom Hearts.
What?
I know.
This is a surprise.
I was like, I still remember how I got into it. So it was, you, Clay, and I decided that we wanted to get a PS2.
Yes.
Instead of, I think it was the GameCube. We had this debate between getting the PS2 or the GameCube, and finally we decided we would all work together, save up our pennies, and get a PS2. And then Mom and Dad surprised us by getting us one for Christmas so we could put that money towards games. And we went to, I can't remember which store we went to, but we were going through looking at all of the games for the PS2, and Mom was looking at everything, and then she just looked at me and went, there's a lot of games that are really good for the boys, but I don't see one that's like for you, because, I'm younger.
Yeah, and girl gamers, what are that?
Yeah.
Oh, sexism. Let's go. High five.
Oh my gosh. So she was like, I'm going to look into finding a game for you, specifically for you.
That's super sweet.
Because otherwise I would be, fighting with you guys over Time Splitters 2. And all
those
those
were good times.
Oh, I loved those. But it was like she wanted something that was just for me.
Well, and the thing I like with that story, too, is knowing her because, spoiler it, folks, she was my mom, too. We're siblings. That's how it works. Okay, when a man and a woman love, we don't need to get into that. That's not.
No. That's not what we're here for.
That's
Get back on track.
Anyway, sorry, baby seals. Anyway, is I know that she said that, and she was looking for games that wasn't just like Barbie Adventure or like the generic like this game is made for girls. Like I know that mom would have went looking for something that looked interesting and different, but would open to you, which is super cool.
Yeah. Because it's like there was some Barbie games on the PS2, and there was like this Bratz game that just came out that was really big. But she's like, no, I like my Barbie games. I did like my Barbie games. But it's like
we liked your Barbie games. Folks,
yes, you did.
Barbie games are fun. All right.
You played my pet one more than I did.
I did. It was good. As long as you pick up the controller as a joke, you're like, this is stupid. You're like, oh, huh. This is
really well made.
This is really fun. Or that, what was the American Girl doll? What was that? Where you made plays and stuff. And there was like they could overact dying. And so we'd bring like 80 people on stage and have them all die at the same time and just cry laughing.
But it wasn't a death animation. It was this over-exaggerated, like fainting or falling down, and you would just make sketches of them dying.
Oh, I didn't know it was fainting. Oh my god!
Oh, it was a fainting animation.
We would spend hours, you and I, just making people faint all over the stage and laughing.
Yep.
Anyway, sorry. Back to your Kingdom Hearts story. I apologize.
Oh, you're good. So,
I know.
It was quite a while before she finally stumbled across it, and I still don't know how she found it, because it wasn't really like on the shelves that I saw. I never remember seeing it on the store shelves. And I remember she pulled me aside after school one day and was like, hey, I found something that I think you would really enjoy. So she pulled me up to the computer, pulled up the actual website for Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, yes.
And played the trailer for me. The first trailer they came out with for it.
With that beautiful music.
Oh, yeah, incredible. And I watched it and I was like, yeah, this looks awesome. I want to play this. So then she had to do a lot of searching because, it wasn't super easy to find, because even today it's still pretty niche, but it's more mainstream than it was back then.
Oh, absolutely.
And she finally found a Game of the Year edition of it. And she got that for me I think it was for my birthday. Like, she found it just in time for my birthday. And I just got hooked, and I've been completely hooked on that series ever since.
How old were? Because I know I can never remember exactly how far apart we are. That came out in 2002. Mm-hmm. So what birthday was that for you? I can't remember how exactly far apart we are. I want to say you were 10.
We're 3 years apart.
8. You were 7.
Yeah.
6. You were 5 years old when this came out. 2002. 4 years old.
No. Oh my God.
26. Yeah. I don't know how far apart we are.
That's it. 2002.
Yeah.
I was 9.
9. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're 3 years apart. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, I just thought you should. I just want to let you know that's
fun
the
fact,
gap.
Mom
there.
planned that out very carefully.
I don't think she did. I think people just looked good one night, and here we are.
No, she's told me all 3 of us were very carefully planned.
Yeah, no oopses for her. That's for sure. No, that's true. Yeah, me and Clay are the same amount apart. You're right.
Yeah, 3 years. 3 years.
I am just smack dab in the middle. You don't get more middle than that. And folks, being the middle child might be why I have a podcast about me. What do you guys think, huh? Classic syndrome. Everything needs to be about me.
You don't have middle child syndrome. I've talked to Dad about it, and he's like, he does not. I took him on camping trips just so he wouldn't deal with that syndrome. He's like, he does not. He just likes attention.
Yeah, which is being a middle child. What does Dad know? He was the youngest. He was the baby, all right? Dad got spoiled in his tiny little mobile home, that fit 9 people in it, all right? Spoiled, this man was, okay?
Absolutely
Getting
spoiled.
shot in the nuts with an air gun at 3 a.m, all right? This man was spoiled, okay? He knows not of the trials and tribulations that I have gone through within my life period.
Oh, my gosh.
Anyway, the world's about me. Continue with yourself, though.
All right. Back to Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
It's like, it seriously has been like a huge part of my life. It just evolved into just this massive thing that kid me never imagined that it would do.
Oh yeah, to have something like that turn into. I mean, the latest one was like 2 years ago now or something. Last year, 2 years ago. Don't tell me it's been 3 years already. Kingdom Hearts 4.
Kingdom Hearts 4 hasn't come out yet.
Or 3. Kingdom Hearts 3.
Kingdom Hearts 3 was, I think it was actually 4 years ago.
Oh, that hurts. Oh no.
Yeah.
COVID, you ruined us all. All right. That hurt a lot. But no, like to have a game you love that much become what they have. There's 1, 2, obviously 3. And were there 3 other ones in there too?
So you have the 3 numbered ones.
Correct.
And then I think there's like a total of, about 20 games. And this isn't including them like remastering them in HD.
That's true. Well, how many of these 20 games have you actually played yourself?
I think 19. There's only one that I skipped. And it was it was a spin-off of the mobile game that's also on mobile. And it was like, I just can't stand the gameplay of their mobile games. So I'm like, nope.
Was that the card-based one or what?
No, the card-based one was, that one originally was on Game Boy Advanced. And then they later released it on the PS2. I didn't play the Game Boy Advanced one, but I did play it when it came out on the PS2.
Oh, okay, so 19 out of 20. I mean, one day you're going to have to just suffer through it so you can say you did all 20.
Yeah.
One of these days.
They did come out with books that cover the stories of the mobile ones, and I'm reading through those. So I don't think it counts as playing it, but at least I get the lore.
Well, no, that's the secret, isn't it? If you understand the lore and people ask you questions about the game, you have the knowledge. There's no other proof. Except for this recording of you saying that you've never played it. Besides that, there's zero proof.
You can just edit that part out. It's fine.
I'll for sure. I'm not lazy. I'll for sure go back and find that. Insert edit note. End edit note. All right. Already forgotten.
Perfect.
Well, so, rocking and rolling in Kingdom Hearts, which I was fantastic at, as you're well aware. I think I beat the game in like 3 hours or something like that, right?
No, you still haven't even gotten out of Destiny Island.
Right. Yeah. No, well, I did eventually get out of Destiny Island.
What? When did that happen?
Probably. That was 2002. So let's give it a solid 15 years later. I was on the intro island for Kingdom Hearts 1 for about 15 years.
Beautiful. I'm going to applaud you.
Thanks.
Incredible.
Yeah. And then I quickly turned the game off because I was like, I'm never going to achieve greatness like that ever again in my life. But I have sat down because that's, as you're well aware, because you guys bond over it, it's one of my wife's favorite game series as well. So I've sat down with you while you've played through all of them. I've sat down with Clay while he's played through all of them. I've sat down with Lisa and watched her. So I've watched all of the numbered ones played 4 or 5 times all the way through. I think that counts, right?
I mean, it's good enough.
I beat Ursula once in the first Kingdom Hearts. Does that count?
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Okay.
I actually, in Kingdom Hearts 2, there is a there is a secret boss that, like, people who have managed to beat it have, like, you know, a high stand amongst the
secret
fans.
Sephiroth boss?
Yes.
Yes.
I almost beat him. He had 1 hit point left before he just annihilated me. I was so close. And I'm not talking about the HD remaster. I'm talking about the original one on the PS2.
Yeah.
Which is saying something because they did nerf that fight for the remaster.
Ooh, so have you beat him on the remaster?
Not yet, but I will someday.
Did you break the controller that day?
No, but I did cry.
Yeah,
and I had to walk away because I had tried like 20. It was like my 20th attempt, somewhere around there. I spent an afternoon just going after him over and over and over again, figuring out, you know, all of his patterns and what to do when he does this, this, and this. Like, figuring it all out on my own because, like, back then, people didn't have a way to record themselves playing the game and doing walkthroughs on YouTube. That wasn't a thing back then.
You had to buy that thick book from Walmart.
Yes, you had to buy the book. So I was figuring it out all on my own because I didn't want to buy the book. And Mom was like, I'm not buying a book for a game that you've beaten like 5 times already. Just for Sephiroth. So I'm like fighting through him. And I reached the point where he had only 1 hit point left. And then he started his like asteroid attack and just annihilated me. And I was like, okay, I need to walk away.
Was Mom in the room for this afternoon?
No, she was not.
Oh, good for her though, because she had. I've had many. Me and Clay both have had many boss fights in different games where you're doing it over and over and over again. And the computer, as you're well aware, was in the room with the PS2, so she'd have to listen. We're playing through it, not thinking about it, but she's having to sit there listening to the dialogue 700 times in a row, the same song over and over and over for 4 hours at a time. So she's like, will you just beat this guy? I'm sick of this.
Please put me out of my misery.
Well, with Kingdom Hearts, that we can guide on over into content creation for you, because if I don't know if this is a deep dark secret or not, but you used to make a bunch. This is your YouTube channel started during Kingdom Hearts days, where you're making some really awesome music video-esque Kingdom Hearts stuff.
Oh, yeah. I made so many music videos involving Kingdom Hearts. And it's like, that's kind of where a lot of my subscribers on the main channel, you know, started, was just with those. And I don't know how many of them have continued to watch my stuff now that I'm transitioning into actually playing games instead of making the music videos.
I'm sure all of them.
I hope so. I really hope so.
Easily. But you were like, they were really good. Like, legit.
Thank
I
you.
really enjoyed watching them.
Yeah, they were how I learned how to edit videos.
Yeah.
So I started making videos with Windows Movie Maker. And I worked and worked and worked with it. And eventually I reached the point where I was like, okay, I think I've basically mastered this program, but I want to make better videos. So I need a better program to do that. And Mom was like, well, you could do my program that I make photo shows with, but it's pretty awkward making it with videos instead of pictures. And I was like, well, I'll do the best I can and work with it.
Oh, yeah, it's there.
So I started using that one. And I really got the hang of it and really enjoyed it. And then I think I only made like 10 videos with that one before she finally sat me down and went, okay, I wasn't sure how quickly you would reach this level. She's like, I think you're ready for an actual video editing program, and I've had this thing for years. So we installed Sony Vegas onto my little cheap laptop.
Oh, yes, I remember this.
Yeah. And I started making videos with that one. And eventually I reached a point where I was like, okay, I need something better than this. So then we got the newer version of Sony Vegas.
Ooh, Vegas 2007.
No, it's called Movie Studio now.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
it's like
I
the real
upgraded.
deal.
I actually at that point, I believe I was already working at Best Buy. Spoiler alert, I work at Best Buy. And Mom was like, well, let's split the cost to upgrade to it. And I was like, okay, that's fair. Because we're both using this program. And so we upgraded to that one. And that's the one I'm using right now for making my videos. But it's very janky. It doesn't like my new computer at all because it's an older program.
It's a much older program at this point. Yeah.
Yeah. So I may have to upgrade yet again very soon. So.
The fact you're able to pull off using the same program for like 8 years is pretty impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bravo to you.
It's gone from a cheap laptop that was which version of Windows was it using then?
XP?
No, I think it was Vista.
Whoa, that's yeah.
Yeah, and then I saved up and got a desktop, and it had Windows 8 on it, I believe.
That's a huge jump.
Yeah, it's a bit of a jump. And at that point, that's when we upgraded to the one I have right now. And then this one has Windows 10 because I haven't gotten 11 on it yet.
Yeah, I'm scared to go to 11.
They're just kind of at war with each other right now. I
these
go to
files aren't
edit
the
and
same.
the program just crashes.
Oh.
And it's just this never-ending battle of, okay, well, now I got to restart the program. And then when I finish editing the video, I have to restart the computer entirely before I can render it.
Yeah, that's probably going to kill your computer. You should probably upgrade sooner than later.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, man. Well, along those lines, though, you had your YouTube channel and everything, and you've had this same name forever. For people who are uncultured out there, where does your name Bluelazor come from? And why did you make that your name on the interwebs?
There is actually a funny story in how I got it. But for starters, it came from this website from when, YouTube had just started evolving. It was called homestarrunner.com.
Yeah.
And in it had a cartoon series that was a parody of G.I. Joe called Cheat Commandos.
Buy all our playsets and toys.
And the villain of the series was named Bluelazor. And that's where it came from. So, how I got it, though, was I started playing this online Disney game. That it was one of those ones on the internet browser, so not like one that you actually install.
Pirate one, or was this the?
No, it's Virtual Magic Kingdom.
Oh, that's right. That was the other one.
Yeah, the chat room one.
Yes.
And I was making an account on there because all of my friends were playing that game, and I wanted to play it with them. And I'm trying to come up with a username. So, of course, I'm trying to go with like a Kingdom Hearts theme because Kingdom Hearts is my jam. And all of them were taken. Like, every single one I would come up with was taken. And so finally I was like, well, I'm going to try and go with something that might not be taken, that is completely unrelated to Disney. And I'm like trying to come up with things, and it's like, no, that's taken. That's not allowed. That's not allowed. That one's taken. That one's not allowed. And finally went, okay, I know something that wouldn't be taken. So I did. So in my frustration, 8-year-old me typed in Bluelazor, but spelt it wrong. and it wasn't taken, and it's been my username ever since.
That's a common theme in the family, because ElmmerFudd, I got that because I typed it in out of frustration, and I spelt it wrong, and that's how MMD wasn't taken.
Oh my gosh.
We are connected.
We are siblings.
We both suck at spelling. Let's go.
Children us were terrible at spelling characters.
Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
So you got your name, you got your YouTube going. What got you over into streaming?
You. Short answer is you.
I'm listening.
Well, it's like you started streaming, and I made my Twitch account just to follow you and see what you were up to.
Trend setting, I get it.
Oh yeah, whatever. And it was like, I just saw you building like this community and like having all of these friends that talk to you, and I was like, I want that. So I started streaming too, because I was like, because this just looks like so much fun, and I want to make friends to play with. And I'm getting it.
You're there.
I'm there.
I'm so proud of you. It's so fun.
It is.
Oh, it's insanely fun.
It's like, I'm not affiliate yet. I am 4 followers away right now. I think I'm at 46.
Well, you're getting there after this podcast. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, I hope so.
That's the whole point you were brought on, folks. This was a pity invite. All right, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I was wondering about that, because I was like, you already talked about me in episode 1. I already had my 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah, but now you get your hour and a half of fame, which is way more better than 15 minutes.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. No, because, well, the people need, you are the better version of me. So people should be following you and watching you. And that's what it is.
I don't know. In regards to entertainment, I think you're way more entertaining.
I think I'm dumber, and that's, that dumbness is a form of entertainment. But but you I don't know, you bring a different vibe. It's awesome. You'll play games that people aren't. It's not the top of the directory of games that people are playing, and you're having a good time, and and it's addicting. You're super fun to watch.
Oh, thank you. My secret is I play whatever I feel like playing, and I just completely ignore the algorithm.
Well, it's fun because the algorithm ignores everyone else. So, like, might as well.
Yeah. So it's like, when I'm like, I feel like streaming, I go, okay, what do I feel like playing right now? And it's like, sometimes I'll feel like playing an older game, and sometimes I'm like, I just want to play Minecraft. We're just going to hang out and play Minecraft for 4 hours.
Well, like watching you beat that one, what was that boss in the Mickey, what's the paint game?
Gosh.
You looked broken. What's that game called? With the magic brush?
Oh, it was Epic Mickey. It was the sequel. Of course, Steam just calls it Epic Mickey 2, but I think it's like called Tales of 2 or something like that.
Yes, this paintbrush, and you're trying to beat this boss that's like jumping everywhere and splatting everything, and you're like, you have to shoot it in the back, but when you shoot it in the back, it only counts as you doing it half the time. It was so painful, but you just stayed positive the whole time. I would have been raging and quit way before that.
I mean, at that point, when you hopped in, I was like very delirious. Just like, I'm going to do this.
It was Sephiroth all over again.
Yeah, I will do this, whatever it takes. I was like, it's an old game. And it's like, you can definitely tell, like, I don't know from like a viewer point, but it's like, I could definitely tell playing it, that this game is designed for 2 players. It's absolutely designed for 2 players. But the Steam version doesn't do multiplayer. You have to play it by yourself. And so I'm playing it with the computer playing as Oswald. And it's like,
he did a great job.
We do these things, and it's constantly this thing of, okay, well, this puzzle, you need to go here, Oswald needs to go over here and I need to go over here. So I'll go to my spot, but the computer's just like, I'm just gonna follow you. And I'm like, Oswald, no, you're supposed to go to the opposite side.
And you'd always like stun the boss when his back was the opposite direction to you. So you have to run all the way around the arena.
It was so hard. I did it though. It took me almost an hour, but I finally beat him.
And it was so exciting. Everyone was like, yes, in chat, and we're all clipping it. It was so exciting.
I went back through and just like highlighted the whole thing because I'm like, I just want this thing to be, you know, an eternal memory of the channel.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's one.
And it was almost an hour long.
Oh, years from now, when you're the biggest name out there, we're all going to be like, hey, you remember this moment? If you weren't there, sucks to be you, you know?
Yeah, if you weren't the two people that were there, it sucks to be you.
Listen, and us two people, we're just better than everyone else. That's all there is to it.
Ah,
if you're not watching Bluelazor with notifications turned on and on that YouTube channel to hit the bell, you're doing life wrong.
Thank you.
Both channels at this point now. You have one where you just make YouTube videos and then one where you upload your VODs from Twitch.
Yeah, I have that one. I think I have 4 now.
Oh my God.
But one of them I don't use anymore.
That's right. Yeah, there's the one where you sold my feet pics for a while.
Yes, and I made millions. Why am I still at Best Buy? It's because of Kitty.
You bastard, I hate you. I need some of that.
No, it's mine.
I spent it all on socks.
You spent it all on those baby seal socks.
Listen, I mean, $700 savings? You can't beat that.
No, you can't beat those savings.
But you can beat those baby seals. Hey!
Let's go.
Hey, do you want to now jump over those podcast questions in the Discord?
Sure.
Yes, let's do it. First one coming in from Hurdle 3K. Was Fudd born with a beard? And if so, why don't you have one too?
Fudd was not born with a beard. I am the youngest, but I do have memories of him without a beard.
This is true. Those were dark times. Times. Well, I mean, to cut in real quick, though, I mean, if anyone watched when you shoutcasted with me, you did, in fact, have a beard.
I can grow a beard whenever I want.
Whenever she wants. It's magical.
It is incredible. I can have like a beard that's about your length, or I can have one that goes down to my waist. It's pretty awesome.
This is, again, folks, just a better version of me. That's all there is to it.
I am incredible.
Part 2 of his question. Well, it's not really a question, but it says, and I guess any cool childhood stories you want to share is fine too.
Oh, any
childhood stories. What do you got?
Well, there was that time we tried to make a tree house using sleds.
Using sleds and skateboards?
Skateboards.
Yeah,
I still remember trying to climb up that tree while hauling that circular sled that we had. Big blue one.
Just like skateboards under our arm. It was also dumb, but there's like ropes on the ends of these sleds we have wrapped around our necks. We could have accidentally hung ourselves 7 times. But yes, we got our sleds and our skateboards nestled in between the branches of a not very big tree. I'd like to throw out there, folks. In the front yard. You made it higher than me, even.
I did.
And I mean, how'd that go?
Oh, it went great. The branches totally did not snap.
No, not at all. Dad didn't get mad and have to prune the tree afterwards, and I didn't watch you as just a ball of blur flying past my face to the ground out of nowhere.
If I remember correctly, moments after we fell down, you described it as watching a Wookiee fall out of the tree.
Well, because you were screaming, but you were hitting branches, so you had this vibrato, so it literally was just like coming down.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, it was like a Wookiee falling out of, it was, yeah. She let out a kashriek. Oh, folks.
Oh, but yeah, I remember that, and Dad was furious. He thought that we killed the tree with our shenanigans.
Yep. Tree's fine. It's actually, honestly, you're welcome, Dad, because it looks better than it ever did. You'd never pruned trees, and we forced you to do it. So, at the end of the day, we're heroes, right?
We are heroes. That tree grew because of us.
Buy all our
every
playsets and
fall, Dad talks about how much he loves that tree in the fall, and I just go, "You're welcome."
Yeah, he loved especially when we were falling out of it. That wasn't as good of a joke.
Yes. That was incredible. We totally planned all of that.
Absolutely. One of my other favorite stories about Bluelazor here is we used to all wrestle a lot. Clay loved to wrestle us because we were the younger siblings and he could throw us around. And then one day he left for a couple of years on his mission, and I worked out the whole time he was gone and got big and strong, and he wrestled me once when he got home, and I beat him, and he never wanted to wrestle again. What a loser. Beat me for 19 years, and the one time he loses and then wants to do it again. Glad you have migraines. But no, so we'd all wrestle all the time, which was super fun. But Bluelazor had a secret ingredient where if we were fighting for a while and she wasn't doing well, she'd run inside and grab some lemon juice and squeeze it into her mouth. And that gave her great power. And then she'd come out just face squinted together off lemon juice, flailing around as an angry ball of, I don't know, whatever lemon infused danger. And yeah, it worked. So then she'd kick our butts.
Sourness fuels me.
Yeah, it did. And then we'd be like, okay, leave me alone. Ah!
Oh yeah, because it was like I was so full of the sour lemon juice that my face was all squished and I couldn't even see what I was doing anymore.
It gave me confidence.
Like, it doesn't matter.
Well,
I have nothing to lose.
I mean, then I remember the fridge just getting stocked up specifically for that. Like, well, we better buy some extra lemon juice because Ashley's going to need to fight her brothers.
No, it's like that. And Mom was just like, this is so much fun to watch. So she just buy lemon juice just for me.
Oh, good times. Good times. Question coming in here from Cheesy, which you kind of answered, but what is your favorite video game and how did you start playing it? I assume Kingdom Hearts is your favorite, or is there another one you want to answer for that?
I mean, Kingdom Hearts is my favorite. Another one would probably be Phasmophobia.
Ooh.
Yes.
How did you get into Phasmophobia?
I got into it watching, I don't know if you've heard this guy. His name's Captain Sparkles.
I have heard of Captain Sparkles.
Yeah. He was playing it with some of his friends. And that was back after, like, Phasmophobia had, like, barely come out, so there was a ton of glitches. And I was watching them just have so much fun together, exploiting all of these glitches. And I was like, that looks like so much fun and terrifying at the same time, but it would make so many great memories. I want to do that. So I made a tweet talking about it and how, like, I wanted to play Phasmophobia, but I wanted, like, the right group to play with it. I didn't want to play with randos online, because you never know what you're going to get.
Oh, absolutely.
And Poop Shizzle, who's like my favoriteest person on the planet, reached out to me and he was like, hey, I have a group that plays Phasmophobia fairly regularly. And we're like really chill. We have a lot of fun, but there's only 3 of us and we've been looking for a 4th member. Like, if you would be interested, you can definitely join us. And I was like, yeah, sure. So I got Phasmophobia, and I started playing with it. If you check out my YouTube channel, I actually posted my first investigation on there.
Ooh, I don't know if I've actually watched the very first one.
And of course, you know, in my fashion, I had to bleep out all of the swears. It's just what I do because it's funny.
It's hilarious. Especially Friday the 13th, when there's a certain group of us that have really horrible mouths. And it's just 5 minutes of bleep, bloop, 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 bloop.
Bloop, 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 bloop. But it's like, it was like, I was learning the game while getting the hang of hanging out with Funzo and Treckles. Like, Poop Shizzle, I had no problem with, because he has a super ability to just connect with anyone.
Oh, literally anyone, yeah. And just make them feel super welcome.
Yeah, he's incredible, and I absolutely love him for that. So it's like, I was getting used to Funzo and Treckles as they're being, you know, the chaotic beings that they are. And So we started playing a lot because I was like, I really enjoy playing with you guys, and I'm enjoying this game. And so we started playing a lot, and then sadly, or someone got a promotion at work or a new job. I'm not sure which.
What a loser!
But their schedule changed, and now we can't play together because he plays at night. Because he works at night, and it's like, no.
Trying to be successful at life, idiot.
I know, right? I know. I miss playing with them so much.
We could just Yelp review bomb his place of business and they fire him, and then you'll have your friend back to play with.
Oh, that's perfect.
Thanks, I know.
Would the Canadians listen to the Americans, though?
I think if we did it in like Canadian accents.
All right. Let's talk about moose.
Okay.
And maple leaves. So
maple leaves.
So they
give
think
me
that
your best
we're one
accent.
Of them. Oh, my best Canadian?
For your Canadian accent, yeah.
Oh, okay. Here we go. I'm really bad at accents.
Here we go. Let's hear it.
I'm really sorry, eh? I love the maple leaf, eh? That was bad. That was really bad.
I didn't know who I was talking to for a second. I thought I was starting a brand new interview.
You thought wrong.
That was brilliant. I was just transported a couple states north. Whereabouts in Canada are you from?
Vancouver.
Ah, yeah. I could tell. Yeah, what's your favorite food up there in Vancouver?
Maple syrup.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Yeah. Frozen, liquefied, smothered over other maple syrup. I got you. Yeah, good call.
Yeah.
All right, good.
I'm blending in perfectly.
I guess I should answer these questions too, but or was that it for Phasmophobia? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're good. That's it. Go for it.
Cool.
Answer the question.
I realized that I started doing that because we got on a side tangent away from talking about your group of people, but
answer the question.
And so, you started talking about Phasmophobia, and then you began talking about people you were playing it with, and how much you bonded with them. And I believe after that, you moved on to people's schedules changing. And before I answer this question, I just really want to touch on that, that you then proceeded on to talking about how their schedule changed. You couldn't play with one of them. And then I had made the comment that we could Yelp, review bomb their place of business. They'd get fired, right? Again, I just want to wrap this up before I answer the question.
Oh, you're good.
And you're like, that's a great idea, and you're Canadians listen to Americans. And then I don't know if you remember this. I don't know if you remember this, but and then I asked you, this is so good. I asked you if you could do an accent, right? And then you did, and you did it. And it was so good. It was so good. Yeah.
It was incredible.
Those were good times. I'm glad we went down that memory lane.
Yeah.
All right. What was I doing?
You're going to answer the question of what is your favorite video game.
Right. I don't know if I have a number one slot. Like I have a rotating top four. You know what I mean? And none of them are in a specific order. But
nerd.
I know. But one of my favorite video game series of all times is the Mass Effect series. And very, very fond memories of playing those back through all of those very far back in the day, and more recently as well, even. But that was one me and Clay had split the cost to get an Xbox 360, which was a huge step up. In our household, we had a Nintendo Entertainment System, we had a Sega Genesis, and we had a Sega Genesis all the way until we got a PlayStation 2. That's a massive jump. And we had the PS2 forever until we bought the 360.
Oh, I still have the PS2.
Yes,
it's still here.
It is still there, and I'm sure it still
works.
It
still works. I play Team Fortress or Time Splitters every now and then.
Yeah. Love that.
I still play it sometimes.
But so we'd gotten, I can't remember if it came with the Xbox or we just, oh no, it didn't. Gears of War came with the Xbox, which is also another fantastic game series. But we were at the store and we wanted to have games to play with our new shiny toy, which, we bought very used at GameStop. And so we went to the bargain bin, and I think Mass Effect had been out for maybe a year or two at that point, the first game, and it was on super sale. And I was like, I'll try this out. I love space, and I don't remember what Clay bought. I don't know, My Pretty Pony 4 dress up edition or something.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's definitely him.
Yeah. Migraine edition, should I say? But yeah. And then, so I went home and I remember, popping the disc in, and like the title screen pops up with the music. And I just watched the title screen for like 5 minutes. I was just enthralled and just getting lost in, in an RPG world and making your own character and everything being, this is, jumping over from like Sega Genesis and everything to having like every character being voice acted the whole time, including your character. I was like, what is this? It's just so enthralled in the world building and everything. Oh God. Absolutely. Just, I was hooked. Yeah. And that's how I got into that. Another question from Cheesy. What is your current addiction? Either video game, food to cook, restaurant to visit, place to see. What is your current addiction?
Hot chocolate.
Oh yeah. Do you put any, is it just like plain hot chocolate, or do you put stuff in it?
I put stuff in it. So, as you definitely know, but the viewers don't, our family has their own recipe of hot chocolate that we lovingly and affectionately call accidentally on purpose.
Mm-hmm. Which I need some, by the way. Yeah,
it's incredible. Our favorite ingredient for it is actually sold at Walmart right now. So
you okay there? You had like an aneurysm. That was weird.
I'm good. I'm just so excited about talking about hot chocolate.
Oh, good.
So basically what you do is you do your single serving of hot chocolate with, like the Swiss Miss mix or whatever hot chocolate powder you're using. And you heat it up, stir it up, and then you heat it up some more, accidentally on purpose, getting it too hot. And then you put a little bit of eggnog in there to cool it down. And it's incredible.
It is really good.
It is fantastic. I've actually recently figured out a thing that improves it. Are you ready?
Let me get a pen and paper real quick.
Okay. Let me know when you're ready.
All right, ready.
All right, so before you put the eggnog in, this is very important. You want to do it before you put the eggnog in.
Before eggnog, check.
You're going to put in a half a teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice.
Oh, Lordy.
It's incredible. It will change your life.
I'm doing that tomorrow.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, we use the Southern Comfort is the brand of eggnog we use. Their vanilla spice flavored eggnog is the one that we like to use.
God, I'll give that a whirl. Yeah, I just crack eggs open and leave them on the counter for 8 days.
Oh, well, that works too.
Okay, perfect. I'm glad. I was worried that'd be wrong. Got it. Check. My current addiction right now, cocaine.
Wow.
Yeah, it's working really well for me.
That really escalated. From hot chocolate to cocaine.
Yeah, well, hot chocolate's a gateway drug. Like we're all aware of this. And the natural step from hot chocolate is cocaine. Nothing gives you that 8-day-old egg sitting on a counter feel as cocaine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This video is definitely going to get demonetized.
Oh, it's all good. Cocaine, clubbing seals. Moving on. What is one quirk about you that you find fun or interesting?
This is one that I was never aware of that I did this until my dad pointed it out a few years ago. Is apparently sometimes when I say something that I think is really funny, I will actually say it again, but in a whisper to myself.
Yeah, you do.
I had no idea that I did that until he brought it up, and now I'm like, what?
It's like you're proud of yourself in the moment. Yeah.
And I'm like, have I done this on stream?
Oh, 100%.
Oh my gosh. Now people are going to be watching my streams just to see if I do it.
And that's the whole point.
Just
I love
to witness
that.
it live.
It's like your own little celebration. Like, oh, I nailed it.
I did it.
I did it. One quirk about you that you find fun or interesting? My cocaine habit.
Oh, we're back to the cocaine.
I can't get away from it.
Do we need an intervention?
What is one quirk about you? I don't know.
Cocaine doesn't make you a goat.
It does. The cocaine I get.
Wow.
I sniff it off the goat's back.
Whoa, that's intense.
While people are doing goat yoga, I come into goat yoga and then get cocaine off the goat's back.
Goat yoga is a thing?
Well, have you never heard of goat yoga?
No.
Yeah, people who do goat will do goat. Sorry. Anyway, away from the Middle East. People will do yoga with like baby goats crawling around their backs and stuff. It's the latest craze. Yeah.
Okay.
There's one in Lyons, actually, of all places, Colorado, near you. Tiny little town at the foothill there. Yeah. Just outside of Boulder. They have a baby goat yoga place.
I'm honestly afraid to ask how you know that there's a baby goat yoga place there.
We just talked my cocaine habit. I had to find goat yoga places in order to do my cocaine.
I don't know what to do with you right now.
No, I used to play airsoft up past that town all the time. And we'd all make jokes about goat yoga when we drove through.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. I can't think. People don't usually point quirks out to me. I don't know. What do you think? Since we're related. What's a quirk I have?
I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, all right. I'm a boring, normal human being, folks. All right, let's move on.
I wouldn't say that.
All right. From Mr. Runga, RNG Gator. How does she feel about never getting picked by the game to be Jason in Friday the 13th and us having to give it to her so she would quit whining?
I didn't whine. Was I whining?
You whined like a baby seal getting clubbed to make socks.
Well, at least I'm being compared to baby seals.
That's true. That is true. How did it make you feel to finally get picked, though, and then murder everyone?
I mean, it felt really cathartic. Like, all I wanted to do was to kill my brother, okay?
And you did, while I begged you not to and offered you $10.
Yeah, and it was incredible. And you were carrying a gas canister for some reason?
Yeah, because I was trying to escape, and I believe you ripped my arms out.
I thought I was giving you a hug.
It was, but I think you maybe just had a little too much love in your heart. You know what I mean?
Well, I do
my
love
squishy human flesh. Squeeze. Yeah, my squishy human flesh couldn't handle the love you had in your heart.
No, it couldn't.
Yeah.
I strongly believe in love squeezes. I do that to Izzy all the time, but I try not to be too aggressive. Because if I put all my love into it, she won't survive.
That is true. He also says, not a question, but I miss Red Dead Nights in our team, and we both do. And don't get me started on a rant about Rockstar just giving up on Red Dead Online. One of the greatest gaming experiences of my life, both single player and multiplayer. There's nothing will ever come close to Red Dead Online. That was such a special experience. If you log into it now, the battle pass they have is like Halloween 3 years ago. Is the current battle pass still going? That's how bad they gave up on it.
Oh, wow. That's sad.
But hey, GTA 5 just came out with another update last week. Pretty solid.
Oh, yay, GTA.
Yeah, good for them. Oh, great. Fluffy Fingers MD. Question for the show. This is a great question. What was your favorite food that your grandparents or parents used to make for you? For me, it was absolutely my grandma's cookies.
Oh, yes. That's a good one.
Favorite food that your grandparents or parents used to make for you?
Mine would probably be Mom's beef stroganoff.
Oh, yes.
Ah, so good.
Her Southwest chicken casserole.
Oh, that one's the best.
That one's fantastic. But that's probably my favorite, like, food dish that she would make that, like, not very many other people would make. But, like, my favorite food memories, honestly, are, like, going to have breakfast almost every Sunday afternoon at Grandma and Grandpa's house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like going over there. It was just like waffles, pancakes, and bacon and stuff. Like stuff like that. But it's just the smell of their kitchen and everything just had its own unique smell over there. And like I get nostalgic thinking about that. Or like when I broke both my wrists and they'd crack eggs on my wrist the whole time instead of doing it on the counter. It's like, Brett, get back over here. We need your wrists. So they just cracked the eggs on my cast. But
that was incredible.
It was just great times. But yeah, but just food itself is that Southwestern chicken casserole is so good.
I think my favorite food memory is not really like something that someone else made. It was something that Mom and me made together. So we had, I don't know, you probably don't remember it, but someone gave Mom this Disney themed cookbook that had like a bunch of these different recipes in it, and I wanted to make some stuff from it. So it was like there was one night that I planned a dinner where I made the spaghetti from Lady and the Tramp.
Oh yeah.
And like Mom and me worked together and we made the meatballs from scratch and stuff, and she was like, this is gonna be like pretty difficult because these are gourmet recipes. Like all of them were gourmet, so it's like all out, going all in on it. And there was one night, I can't remember which movie the recipe was based on, but they had this one that was like this oven roasted chicken that was like the entire chicken, and you had to make the stuffing and stuff for it. And I remember we were working on the chicken, and Mom was like, I'm not comfortable sticking my hand in the chicken's butt to get all of the innards out. And just the look of horror on her face as I just crammed my hand right in there. It just looked like I was having the time of my life with my hand in this chicken's butt. It's like I got all of the guts out, and then I was like, all right, it's ready for the stuffing. And she's like, and she brings the bowl over, and it's like, oh, okay. And I just like get handfuls of the stuffing and just shove it in there. And she just looked horrified as I was just having the time of my life.
Look what I can do. Look what I can do.
Butt of this chicken.
That's a you story through and through.
Thank you.
Oh, well, huge thank you to everyone who jumped in the Discord and put a question there. I know it was pretty last minute. It's been quite a week, so getting Bluelazor lined up to be on the show and posting for questions was pretty short notice, and people pulled through, and I love it. Again, linked into the show notes of this podcast will be a link to this Discord that we are aforementioning. So if you want to get in there and throw some questions in and meet the people we have as guests, if you happen to be listening and you aren't already a part of the community, which I've already been reached out to by a couple people, which is super cool to see. Anything else you want to hit on before we get out of here tonight?
No, I think I'm good.
Ooh, I do want you to talk about your big Minecraft thing you got going on in your community in case people are wanting to jump into some Minecraft action and make some new friends.
Oh, you want to talk about Blue Poop SMP?
Blue Poop SMP. Bring it on.
Yes.
Get the word out there in case people want to join.
So I started my own Discord server and got a bunch of my friends in there. And we started talking about Minecraft. And I was like, I would really love to make a server and have like a bunch of friends on there, and we work together to try and beat the Ender Dragon, because I have never done that before. And of course, Poop Shizzle is like, that's a great idea. I'm gonna look into all the things you need, for the background stuff for servers and stuff. I'm like, okay.
Again, because he's the best.
He is incredible. It's why he's my favorite. And like a whole bunch of other people like Tango, Gigi, Lex, like a whole bunch of people hopped in and were like, yeah, I want in. I really want to do this. And so Poop Shizzle made a server for us that he named Blue Poop, because Bluelazor and Poop Shizzle.
You should probably see a doctor.
Probably. And yeah, we're all just kind of working together in it. A few weeks ago, we did our huge event of going to the Nether, and we found a fortress to get the blaze rods. And let's see, the other day, Poop Shizzle and I found the stronghold, so now we're working towards getting everyone gear so they're ready to deal with the Ender Dragon.
Oh, you guys are there then?
Yeah, we're basically there. Poop Shizzle is putting together some mini games for us. So he wanted to do some little events for us. So this Saturday, I'm sorry, it'll be at the time of your tournament. But we're doing one of his mini games that he has put together.
Tournament, goddamn.
No one wants to do the tournament?
Because
I will
they're all
sign
in
up
Minecraft.
and we'll just do
No,
the
they're all in
mini
Minecraft.
game.
No, I'm just kidding.
I will sign up. That's the spirit. We'll sign up and we'll just be
I'm
doing
not
our
falling
mini
for that
game.
twice.
And you can do some shoutcasting of our mini game.
But hey,
Yeah.
if people want to get a part of the some Minecraft action on a private server with a group of friends, where can they go?
So just reach out to me. I can send you a link to my Discord server. I also have the link on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Bluelazor. And we actually have the information for the server on a pinned comment on there.
Perfect. And I can put that Discord link in the show notes for this if you want me to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Easily. Absolutely.
But yeah, it's like, just reach out. We just keep in mind, we do have a child on the server. So try to keep your stuff child friendly.
Absolutely. It's all there for community driven, fun time, good vibes, positivity, and good memories for this child to grow up with. So someday they can be on a podcast and someone will ask them and they'll be like, yeah, I was in this awesome Minecraft server with all these great people.
It was called Blue Poop SMP.
Blue
It was
Poop
incredible.
SMP. I grew up a lot that day.
Oh my gosh. She was, I just got to take a moment to talk about her because she is so adorable and she was such a champ. She went to the Nether and I kid you not, she's like, I think she's about 7 years old.
That hurts.
She went to the Nether. She died in a way where she lost all of her gear to lava. Went back to the Nether over and over and over again to be with us. She died like 20 times before she finally went, I need to step away from this. And I'm like, wow. I applaud her so much. Because I know adults that they die once in the Nether and go, nope.
I'm done with this.
Yeah. So it's like,
7.
She was incredible.
I held her as a baby. That hurts.
Yeah.
Oh, 7? I don't know why I thought she was 5. That hurt me.
I'm sorry. But yeah, we all agreed at the end of the stream that she was the MVP of the night because she just kept coming back.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Again, folks, if you want to jump into that, please do. If you want to watch her streams, do. She's amazing. She's incredible. Not just because she's my sister. Okay, I just love her as a person. You can hate your sister, and I don't hate mine. Okay? Okay.
Oh, I'm going to cry.
Go ahead. Do it. You won't.
Oh,
cry right now. Do it. Do it. Okay, sorry. Well, throw out all the places people can find you right now.
Yeah, so there's twitch.tv/Bluelazor. There's also Bluelazor on YouTube. Just look for the drawing of a kitty cat holding a controller. Because apparently there are other Bluelazors on YouTube, but they're not as cool as me.
Not even
so
close.
Look out for the kitty cat. I'm the only kitty cat. Yeah, I got that. I'm also on Twitter. I do have Facebook, but I don't use it, so don't go there.
It's okay, no one does.
At this point, I just use my Facebook account to keep in contact with everyone and see the latest pictures of Izzy and Ethan.
Yeah, I still have it for Marketplace and then Facebook Messenger because it's way better than texting people.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Well, there we go. That's going to wrap it up here for episode 4, everybody. Thank you again for tuning in to listen. You can find myself on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all those places at ElmmerFudd Games. M-D. Again, all the links you need will be in the description here for all my stuff. Obviously, the Discord that this podcast is wrapped around. All of Bluelazor's Discord, her Twitch, YouTube, all that stuff. Everything you need to click quickly from listening during the show will be down there for you. I'm not sure who the guest is yet for next week. I'm going to get better at planning this stuff out. It's just been a weird couple weeks. We'll get there, folks. But yeah, thank you all so much. And Bluelazor, we make up outro songs. We got to figure out what you want to do. This is on the spot. I'm not doing this afterwards. Me and you're doing this.
Oh, we're figuring out an outro song right now?
Right now. Last week, me and Cheesy did row your boat in a round.
That's incredible.
It's just pretty good. And, but yeah, what would you like to do? We could make up a song on the spot. I could lay down a sick beat. You can rap over it. Like, what do you want to do?
Oh, I am terrible at rapping.
Perfect. We'll do that. And 1 and a 2.
No. This is an outro. You're all incredible. I love you all so much. This is all I got.
Word. That was fantastic.
Thank you. None of that rhymed.
It all rhymed in our hearts. And
I guess that's what really matters. Yeah. The rhymes was the friends we made along the way.
Yeah.